Good morning. It is day 2 of the St Cuthbert's Way. It's a pilgrimage that I'm making. I've just been walking for 25 minutes or so. A little video as I come across this little bridge. Today sees me back up the route at Hairstains and then make my way to a place called Cuthbert, where I'll be staying a night. So go on to this suspension bridge, and it is bouncy. In the views, you don't like bridges and stuff like that. This one has got some movement on it, so you probably won't like this one. I'll brave this one out of halves. Today is a day which is going to be another long one, if not a slightly longer one today, with fewer obvious places to stop. It's going to be around 18 miles, I think, according to guidebooks, etc. And fortunately, from my perspective as well, it's one which is going to have less shade as well. So it's going to be a tough day in terms of the walking and the heat, I suspect. But we'll go slow and steady. Say today's motto is slow and steady. It's a pilgrimage, not a hike as such. Give myself some space for thinking and praying along the way. And see just where those thoughts and places take me. I'll be praying for various people that have asked me to pray for them, for benefits, for family, for friends. So let's crack on with today, and I'll be back a little bit later in the day and see how we're getting on. At the top, just made it to the highest point of the whole pilgrimage. Not sure what you're able to see here. We're at just over 1,200 feet, which perhaps isn't the highest, but it's been really steep. The last mile we've gone up 1,000 feet in a mile or something like that. I'll post the graphics later on, but it's also an important mark. We're not only at the top here at Wide Open Hill, and it is, as the name might suggest, pretty windy up here, which actually is a blessed relief. It is lovely to feel this wind. The heat haze coming off the road earlier on as I came into Moor Battle was pretty extreme, but up here it's still hot, but the breeze is lovely. It's been a lung burster getting here. Like I say, this is not only the highest point, but also it marks the halfway point between Melrose and the final finishing point at Lindisfarne. So I'm pleased to be here. I'm not at the end of today's walking. I've still got a couple of hours, I think, but it's good to have reached this point. So I'm going to have a drink and then start to make my way down quite sharply, I think. Well, good evening. We are here in Yetholm, which is my stop here at the end of day 2 of the St Cuthbert's Way. I'm here in a little Airbnb this evening, which is rather lovely after a big day of walking the longest of the trail. I've written down a few stats. 17.5 miles of walking, which is 33,500 steps and 2,500 feet of elevation gain into the Cheviot Hills. So it's my little series of path, pilgrim and pub. I'll keep this short this evening. I was hoping to make a little video in the church down at Yetholm, which I've just walked to find out it was perhaps obviously locked for the evening. Just a few extra steps for the day. So I've come back here to make this video, and I'd hope to stamp my pilgrim's passport, but I'll sort that out in the morning. So the path. It's been a long day. It's been a good day for the most part. Not so many obvious stopping points, but I stopped in Moor Battle, which was about 10 miles in, which was my first proper stop, and there's a wonderful little community shop there, so stopped and had a pasty at lunchtime, and quite a lot of water as well, and the heat haze coming off the road for the sort of 2 or 3 miles in, it just felt like a never-ending road. I've never seen heat haze like it. It was like a mirage in the distance that this place actually existed. Then ascended up into the Cheviot Hills to a park called Wide Open Space, and it was a challenging ascent, as I said in a previous video, but at that point I reached halfway of the entire trip, and then I walked another few miles on from that, so that's a relief, but also a bit of a milestone to tick off, as well as being the highest point of the route as well. So how's the pilgrim doing? I'm doing okay. I had a few challenging mental kind of things to go through at points today where um, I wasn't sure whether I could do it in particularly in the heat and the distance, and thinking should I shorten the route for today and try and make it up at other points, but that wasn't kind of logistically feasible. So um, I did plough on, and actually the, the final third I walked really well, and I really enjoyed um, the scenery around me, and also had a bit of the test match on as well, although that's not going quite so well. Uh, it was wonderful to arrive at this really lovely accommodation. The hotels have been fine, quite basic, but have my own space, and to be able to cook and go down to the little village shop this evening was a real blessing. So I'm really grateful for that. And the pub, there is a pub, but I just couldn't face walking back down the road to it. So the pubs come to me. Uh, so don't worry, the pub is there, but the pub has come to me today. So a final few thoughts. It's been a quiet day in terms of seeing people. The route has been really quiet. I think I saw a couple of people in the distance in front of me going up the Cheviot Hills. But apart from that, it's been dead quiet. Apart from bumping into a few people in the villages and a few chats there, I've been really blessed by the scenery, just having some space again to think and to pray. No major kind of bits of inspiration to share today, but just having that sense of peace and ability to think. And I've been challenged by the hills and also some awful prickly heat in my legs. I think just the heat just started to kind of take its toll on my body at points, and just the itchy prickly heat was dreadful. But another cold shower seems to have alleviated it a bit. So I've been blessed by the accommodation today, and we'll see what time I end up leaving tomorrow morning. But it does mean that I kind of can keep to my own timings rather than the timings of breakfast in a hotel. And it's the final challenge is getting up and doing this again tomorrow. 3 days in, it feels like this is what I do now. Kind of get back, I wash my clothes, I have something to eat, and then we get up and we walk again.